feels like I'm about to get screwed. My heart is easily misled. They say once you get older you regret. Head in the clouds, give me time. What is the harm? There's no crime. Out there, I throw myself out there, but not a care in the world. I'm a big girl with too much love. Prepare for warfare. Whispers behind my back. Talk it up, trust my name. I don't feel ashamed. My lust is easily misread. Once I get older, I'll have all these skeletons in my bed. Race the speed, lose track of time. I wanna stay naive, both summer and winter time. Out there, I throw myself out there, but not a care in the world. I'm a big girl with too much love.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
I'm Tarot Oracle, and I do the readings. So I'm kind of a mainstay on the channel since I do the readings. I do the readings. We have like 20 viewers. What is going on, everybody? Bartman, welcome. Jocelyn, welcome. Catherine, welcome. Pixie M. Hello, never been this early. I've never seen you this early either. E. Aries, what is going on? How's everybody doing tonight? It is Monday, just another manic Monday. That is what we're due for here. Another manic Monday. There we go. All right, now live on your channel. Yep, I'm live on the channel indeed. Catherine, what is your question? Let me know. Boo Boo, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Everybody's here. Everybody is here hanging out. 20 viewers. We just started 30 seconds ago. It's good to see everybody. I'm so happy everybody enjoys the content. That's all I want. That's all I really want in life, is for people to think I don't really suck. So there we go. All right. Paula, welcome. Will things get better this month on Keno? Oh, that's a fun one right there. All right. Let's see. KH wants to know about Keno this month. We got plenty of November left. Let's see if we get any more Keno in there. Ebony Jones, welcome back. How are you doing? Aaron, welcome back. Hello, Piggy. Welcome back as well. Ilda, what is going on? Let's do, what is a good Keno? I mean, we need a gambling deck. I have so many damn deck ideas. I'm telling you now. I'm going to make a food tarot. I'm going to make a Thoth clone. I want to make a gambling deck. I just want to make like all sorts of cards. I think I'm going to do one deck a year, maybe two. It depends. I am simplifying it. I'm no longer going to do these photorealistic cats and dogs and all that. We're going simple stuff, keep it simple and easy, keep to the theme, have something fun going on. There we go. Jocelyn, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Carol, what is going on? All right. If things are going to get better with Keno, looking for some money, the sun. Looks like it's going to be still a bit challenged for Keno this month. This doesn't look like your month for Keno, definitely. The Ace of Pentacles. You don't want that upside down. We want that right side up. I'm just saying, we need that right side up. It's very important. Renee, welcome. What's going on? Renee, I'm always going to include you in every tarot deck I make. I'm going to have you in the Emperor every single time. Anyway, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Catherine, I got bad news. Ace of Pentacles is reversed. The Sun is reversed. It's a cruel cruel reading as far as Keno goes, for sure. King of Swords says there's a lot of action, though. A lot of action. It seems like we're just sort of burning through it. We need to sort of get to that jackpot. We need to get some good stuff, and it just doesn't feel like we're getting there this month. Overall, this month just looks rather rough. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. The Queen of Cups, we got a little more hope for next month maybe, but this month, yeah, these two cards are not good reversed. Those are not good reversed. It is just bad news on the Keno front for November. Sorry about that, Catherine. All right. Let's see about motivating in your career. Jocelyn wants more motivation, wants to have fun, wants to drive to work and not think, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? You know? When you have those bad things happen, it's just like, what am I doing with my life? Why am I going to this job again? Oh my God. It feels like that. It does. It does feel like that sometimes. Let's see how to solve it, though. Can we do that? Is it possible? Let's get something good. Let's get a divine up in here. The divine. Ooh, the tarot of the divine. I'm telling you now. The Tarot of the Divine is going to get you some good news on this. Moved into a new apartment, Aries. What is going on? Pixam, thank you for your donation. Let's see what Eric feels about you. We got a couple of people that like Eric's. Samantha also was chasing somebody named Eric. I mean, if your name is Eric, you got a good month ahead. I'm telling you now. The chasing the Eric seems to be the thing this month. Hello, Piggy. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Renee, we do need to collab. We do need that. We need to get some collabs in. I need more collabs. I've been emailing people that make card decks too. I'm trying to get some people card deck authors on the show and have them like live to where you can ask them questions. That would be so cool. What would you do? You like have all these tarot deck authors on the channel. You get to ask them questions and I get to ask them questions and we sort of pick their brain on what motivated them. And that would be cool. That would be so cool. Anyway, all right. Time to stop drooling over all the stuff and figure out what Hot needs for a career there. Hermit says a lot of people just need to leave you alone. I think that your independence there is really limited. It just feels like that somebody's watching over you. Somebody's nitpicking everything you do. Somebody has all sorts of opinions on stuff. Why can't you just they should just let you do what you need to do and they should motivate you. Speaking of motivate you, the Ten of Swords, you really thought about leaving this place. You thought about exit stage left. You know, some of those days you're just like, it is not what I want in my life. Don't know why I'm here. You really thought about quitting, leaving. Ten of Swords says that cutting motion, that cutting action, you feel like you just need to cut it out. You need to do something drastically different. Ultimately, I think you leave. Ultimately, I think you leave. It's not really career at this point, according to the cards. The Hanged Man, it's all about the boss, the entire organization being motivating towards you. In other words, if you do a good job, you get good rewards and they give you good motivation. They give you good feedback. The Hanged Man feels like you do a good job and you're just not getting what you need with that. Speaking of not getting what you need, it feels like you're getting screwed on the money. Feels like I'm just not making the money that I need for the level of work that I'm putting out. The Hermit as well feels like your independence is a bit stifled. If you have some good ideas, if you have some cool optimizations that you can make, if you have some things that you can do that are going to make life easier for everybody, it seems like they should reward you and they should encourage that. But it seems like they just want to put you through into some standard template and just sort of rubber stamp everything. And, it's just one of those. It's just one of those where you just don't feel like a lot of things are going right. And yeah, you have, thought seriously, maybe changing something, getting some drastic change in the Ten of Swords and doing all that. Now, it is all about motivation is what we're seeing here. It's motivating. Find the people that are motivating. Find the boss that's motivating. Find the thing that's going to get you excited and get you motivated about that. And that's mainly other people. That's why we have the Hermit here. If you just want to sit there and psych yourself out like you're on a football team or something, but like, yeah, let's go, let's get the touchdown. I think that only goes so far. And a lot of people put emphasis on that. You know, psych yourself up. Let's go for the touchdown. I don't think that works long term. I think that's good short term, but, you know, for like a whole career, not so much. You need other people to help you with this. Anyway, that's the motivating factor. It is about other people. It is about finding people that appreciate you, finding the right people that can support you throughout the process. Otherwise, you can, you know, bang your fist on the table and try to psych yourself out. But again, that's really sort of limiting. That is really limiting about that. There we go. All right. Asking about my chemotherapy. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Let's see. Pixam, how does Eric feel about it? We'll redo it. What does Eric feel about me? Let's see about that. For P. What is Eric? What does Eric feel about me? How is that going to go? Let's try it out with some good stuff. Let's do the waterfall tarot. Speaking of tarot decks, speaking of cranking out the tarot decks, waterfall tarot is all about there. It is all about that. There you go. All right, Mina, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Here we go. Maddie, welcome back. Philippe, Patricia, and we had Bethany as well. Bethany, it's good to see you back. Been missing you, Bethany. And had a couple of streams. I ain't seen you. All right. Let's see what's going on here with the Eric situation. How do they feel about you? Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups. Good emotional connection. 10 of Pentacles, Page 1. We got nothing but good cards here. A lot of good stuff here. You know, part of this does sort of feel like that we have a good emotional connection with Eric. We do have a nice emotional connection with Eric. It's like that Eric really sort of knows what we're thinking. Eric can sort of just get in there, no pun intended, and sort of really understand what we're saying. Good with communication, and really sort of, you know, cute as well, apparently. You know, that's going to be all right. The Knight of Wands says Eric is, you know, sort of interested. I think Eric has some level of interest. Again, the Queen of Cups. There's something about you and Eric that, again, put you over the edge emotionally, put you over that threshold emotionally. And that's all it's about. You know what I mean? You really sort of feel that. October, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Who can handle me? Well, there you go. Yeah, but the Queen of Cups is about emotion. It's about emotional satisfaction. It's about emotional sort of pull. And that's where you really feel that. The 10 of Pentacles says that, you know, Eric is sort of looking for something that's going to be more long-term. I think Eric's run into a couple of people that are just sort of short term. He's had a little bit of this and that. And, you know, at some point, Eric is interested in something that's going to be a little more meaningful, a little more substantive, something that's not just going to sort of weigh everybody down. And that's kind of important as well. When you come across through that, it's important to get to that level to where you have something meaningful, something decent. Now, is Eric decent at doing that? Is Eric going to be capable of sort of walking into a situation where he's fully prepared for that? It sort of says no. I mean, it's a little bit of no. The Page of Wands. I really don't have a lot to lean on. I really don't have a lot to sort of get into that with. And I think there's sort of unfamiliar territory with that. But are they interested? Yeah, I think they're pretty interested. Not just at the salivation level to where they're just like, you know, crawling at your feet or whatnot, but I think they're pretty interested in talking to you. And again, that emotional connection is one of the key things that you have going for you in this particular interaction. So there you go. There we go. All right. Hello, Piggy. I have a feeling me and Josh will reunite. We have the reunite. Peaches and Herb song, reuniting, and it feels so good. There we go. Uniting, and it feels so good. There you go. Let's see if that's going to be possible. Let's see if we're going to actually get that going. We have been apart for a while. We have been apart, and we need to get back together, apparently. And that is the wrong button. We need to get back together, apparently. So we're going to use the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Now, I did pick an old picture of the Heaven and Earth Tarot. This is not how the box actually looks. That's a different card. That's Temperance. That's not what's on the box now. But, you know, they published it. They put it online, so I'm going to use it. There we go. Amy A. Coconut milk is delicious. It certainly is. I used to drink that a lot when I was like heavy duty working out. Those are the days. Not working out these days, doing tarot and being a computer geek at this point. All right, let's see what we're doing with all of that. Will we be reuniting or not? Now, certain cards would be great for being reuniting. A movement card would be one of those. It would be kind of nice. Dominion is very nice indeed for that as well. What am I doing? Is very nice for that as well. So the Fool, the movement card feels like we do have some sort of movement as we go in there. Rachel, welcome. How are you doing? Tammy, Ebony, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, the Fool says we are moving towards that. Here's a possibility of that. So if you're looking for reuniting, the Fool takes a big component here. Now, the Fool is interesting. It's different from other movement cards. Again, if you want to read about movement cards, link in the description to get my book on audio or ebook. The Fool versus like the Chariot. The Fool says, let's embrace it. Let's go forward and see what we get when we get there. In other words, I don't have any big plans. Let's wing it. You know what I mean? Sometimes winging it is all right. Sometimes winging it is an absolutely terrible idea. Like if you're making investments, you have a business prospect, winging it is terrible. Relationships, the Fool's not half bad. Let's try it and see how it works out. Dominion says they have been sort of thinking about you. I mean, they have been thinking about you. Not, again, at the salivation drooling over you 24/7 level, but they do have this feeling like they wouldn't mind, seeing you and talking to you and doing all that again. And the best part about that is we have wealth. One of the most powerful cards in the deck. If you're looking for a happy ending, if you're looking for something that's going to be substantive and where you can really lean on it and have a good relationship, this is sort of it. It says that we've waited long enough. We've had a break. We've fixed the problems. We understand what went wrong, and we're able to move forward and move out of that. Now, judgment is sort of an interesting thing there. Aroha, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Justice is sort of an interesting thing at the end. It says you do have a lot of fine balancing that needs to take place in order for anything to work out. But, that's up to you. That is how it goes. But overall, that is looking great. I do think that you have a good chance of getting reunited. Now, it is something that is going to be kind of subtle to start. So, yeah, there's going to be a very subtle beginning to it. And that is going to be key there. All right. Let's go back to Catherine Holm with the Keno. Let's see. I think at 8, Catherine's question, which is unfortunate. Where is it? Okay. Okay. She just made the donation without the question. Things get better this month on Keno. Okay. Let's check that out. Let's try that again. Part 2. We'll do the Waterfall Tarot again. And we'll see how that goes. All right. Things are going to get better or not. We will try that out. 8 of Swords, the Star, and the Moon. I think things get a little bit better, but not anything huge. Yeah, the Moon and the Star, both looking at 2 majors. The problem is we have the 8 of Swords. There is a process that needs to be gone through. There is a slow, progressive increase in effectiveness. There is this progress that you have to sort of walk. You basically have to walk the path. The Moon, we're coming from one place to the next. We're going from a place where we had challenges, where we're having the medical issues, into the place where we can walk again. We can run again. We can feel like that we have abilities and more power and more substantial things happening with us. The Star, everything is going well. You are guided to being better. You're moving in the right direction. Unfortunately, the 8 of Swords says it is a long process. It is something that is long. It takes a while to get out of. You have to move forward. You have to move through it. And it's not going to be anything that's quick and easy. But yeah, it just slowly, progressively does get better. There we go. All right. Hello, Piggy. You like my predictions? Josh said to come back to me and then leave me again. That's just what happened. Oh, okay. Well, at least I didn't say that they were going to ditch you again. Hello, Piggy. That's the good news. See, that was the good news. I left out the part where they were going to ditch you again, which unfortunately sounds like what happened with Josh, but that's all right. That's all right. October wants to know about November, maybe? No, October. Who can handle me? Who can handle me? Oh, I'm not sure what you're doing to sort of buck off of the stallions, as they say. But let's see who can handle you because
Everybody loves the D.
let's see about that. We'll try to do that with the Mons Tarot. The Mons Tarot is a key point here. It is. It is. I'm just saying. There we go. Like a snake. Yeah, that is. Man, there's nothing good about Cancer, that's for sure. Nothing good at all. There's absolutely no good news at the end of that. You just got to walk the path. You got to walk the path, stay strong. They got support groups, though. They got Facebook groups. They got groups you can go and therapy groups and all that for support. So you're not alone. You know what I mean, Catherine? You are not alone. You are in a place where you can get some support and talk to other people, and other people are feeling your pain as well. So that's always a good thing, right? You never want to really be alone when you're walking a long path. All right. Let's see what we are doing there. Who can handle me? I don't know. Let's see about that. Nate, welcome. What is going on? Will I ever find someone? Two of Swords says, well, they got the Knight of Pentacles too. I mean, you are a bit to handle, it seems. You know what I mean? The Two of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles, we have a lot of territory to go through. And it seems that we do have some things that you'd like, that you are peculiar about, that you need to be happy. And that's an important part, right? You need some things to be happy. If you don't have those things, then you're not happy. And if other people can't handle it, well, then, you find somebody else. There's plenty of other people around. All right. Sunflower, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Oh, Sunflower's got somebody hitting on him. There we go. Oh my. Okay. So the Four of Wands says you need a particular thing to be happy. Now, that's good. It's good because you are out in the open about it. And you're not hiding it, or you're not pretending that you don't need something. So being peculiar, being a little picky is okay. And that's what you really need in life. Because if you get somebody that you're not happy with, you're going to be suffering. You know what I mean? You're going to be miserable. You're not going to be friendly with it at all. That's not going to be a good thing. Queen of Wands, though, it says that you are having sort of a rough time in the entire thing. Maybe tone it down a little bit. Maybe tone it down a little bit, the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is a CEO. We've learned this from my videos. The CEO is sort of take a business-like, a logical approach to things, and is not as dynamic as somebody like the Fool or the Devil or somebody else that's going to be in there. Maybe even the Queen of Swords, right? But the Queen of Wands is very sort of stable and dependable and all this other stuff. So if you want to tone it down a little bit, then that would probably be prudent as well. The Queen of Wands, take it down just a notch. Just a notch would be enough to make people happy. The Knight of Pentacles, again, if they can't ride, if they can't handle the ride, then you got to kick them off. You know what I mean? Like the rodeo. If they can't handle the ride, you got to boot them off. And that's what you need, definitely. Now, the Two of Swords is interesting here. I think you've had some prospects that you could be pretty happy with, and you turned them down, or you didn't see them. You were blinded to them. Again, maybe because you're picky, maybe because you need what you need. But yeah, you've had some pretty good prospects that you have sort of turned down, or you sort of didn't really want to chase and whatnot with that Two of Swords action with the blindfold and the closed body language and whatnot. So yeah, you could open that up a little bit, open the doors a little wider, as they say, and see what happens. You never know. You never know, but you should be able to find somebody. October must be a Scorpio, maybe Violet Lotus, probably not a Pisces. Pisces, yeah, there we go. All right, Ebony, thank you for your donation. And Karen, thank you for your donation. We got a lot of people trying to get back together. Get back together. Get that reuniting feel there. All right. It is reuniting month. I'm just saying. It's one of those reuniting months. All right, Ebony, am I making the right choice for mom and me and Arizona? Well, that is a toasty state. I can tell you that for sure. No doubt about the toastiness of that state. The good news is, these hot states, if you're into oil painting, you get in one of these hot states, you move there, you can put your oil paint out in the sunlight and it'll be bone dry in like 4 hours. And that's oil paint. It doesn't matter what color of oil paint, because some dry slower than others. No. That doesn't make any difference. When it's 110 degrees in the direct sunlight, that sucker just bakes and that painting is dry and ready for the next layer. You just sit, relax, have some tea, watch some television, go out there, be like, all right, it's baked enough. It's 200 degrees probably in direct sunlight. It's ready for layer 2. All right. Let's see what is going on with all of that. Making the right choice, Mommy and me in Arizona. Maddie and Karen, thank you so much for your donations. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see what we're doing here with moving. The Hanged Man, the Emperor, the Devil, and the Nine of Wands. No. I mean, it looks a little difficult. I don't think you're making the right choice. The right choice. Okay, when you see the Hanged Man, let's say, when you see the Hanged Man and you're asking directly, bottom line, am I making a good choice? Hanged Man leans towards no. You're making a choice based upon, it is enlightenment, but it's a different view. In other words, you're missing something. There's a piece that's missing. There's a piece that's just not there. The Hanged Man says we're missing a little bit of that, right? The Emperor says you definitely have more control than you think. You're in a place where you have maybe too much control. You can move where you need to. You can do all of these actions, and you really want to do the action that is best. But the Devil says you feel trapped. You feel like you're making the wrong decision. If you go directly this way, if you go directly that way, it feels like I'm making the wrong decision either way. That could be true. Hanged Man said there's some other choices. There's some other optimizations that you can figure out with that. So making a better choice is possible. Nine of Wands says, like they say in woodworking, measure twice and cut once. You don't want to make a mistake. So definitely measure twice. Do a little extra research, and that is going to be prudent and work out well. It is hot. It is hot indeed. I'm in Texas, and I love oil painting in the summer. You can't stop me from oil painting. I will have 5 paintings going in the summer. I got them all lined up in this table outside directly into the sun, and I'll put my paintings on the little cheap easels that I got. They're like $2 that will, anyway, but I'll put all my paintings out there, and I got them baking all day, man. I got 5 paintings going. Carol, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I love hot weather for oil paint. Cold weather, it's a miserable experience. You make a little mark on there with a fast drying oil paint, and it's not dry for like a week and a half. You're like, wait, were you serious? Love life this month. Let's see what is going there. How is that going to go? I think Bonefire Tail will be all right for this one. Let's check it out and see what's going on. Love life this month. How is it going to go? Are you single? I assume that you're single. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking about love life for this month. I don't know. You'd be asking about a particular person. We're making assumptions here, but we're going to read it, just see what comes up, see how that goes, see what is going to happen with that. All right. See how that is going to turn out. We got the Hermit reverse, the 4 of coins, the Fool reverse, and the Star reverse. That's a bit interesting. I think this month is reject month. I do think so. We really get that feel of this month is going to be a lot of things that you're going to be offered that you really don't kind of want. You know what I mean? The Star, you're looking for something that is going to be an overreach or over deliver, okay? Where I get something, I think it's going to be okay, and whoa, it's amazing. This is like soulmate territory. I don't think that's this month. I think this month we have the star reversed, not really finding what we need, reinforced by the Four of Coins being upright. That is, the greed card where I'm hanging on to everything. I'm not letting go of anything. And that's sort of where you're at. You're meeting people that are just, they're okay, or you have relationships that are okay, but anything that you really want to open your heart, you really want to just sort of chase it. You want to just release the goodness, release the gumbo, as they say, Well, as I say, no, that I just made that up, so nobody says that. By the way, don't quote me. Anyway, but it sounds dirty as well. But the Four of Coins says you're not really opening up because this is a monstrous waste of time. The Hermit. Some of these things you do sort of get into there, and you're like, this is better than nothing. It's something. I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Maybe they're cute. Maybe the love is okay. It's not really, but at the end of the day, the Hermit reverse says, they're going to be okay relationships. Again, this month is hard. It's harsh. The Fool reverse, definitely don't want to pull the trigger. You don't want to go full in and just go whoa into any relationship and dedicate a lot of time and energy. Oh, it looks like a wasted month. It looks like a wasted month indeed. Don't use up a lot of energy. Don't use up a lot of emotion. Don't be frustrated. And if we get, a couple of rejects this month, that's the way it flies. That's the way it rolls some of those months. It is. By the way, if you're new here, we have no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. Look, you get that. Oh, no, that sounds dirty. Oh, that looks dirty. Let's not do that. Okay. All right, let's go to the next thing. All right, we have a sexual attraction for sunflower. I mean, I'm just saying, sunflower is quite cute. I'm just saying now. All right. Sexual attraction. What do we want to use? Obviously, I think with any sexual attraction deck, we want to use, some days the muffins are good. Some days the muffins are spoiled. You know what I mean? Because I like muffins. No pun intended. No, I do like muffins. I'll have a muffin or a gas station croissant in the morning. That's my one cheat for the day. And sometimes you get those muffins that have been sitting out there quite some time. And they say expired, and they expired like a long time ago. You're thinking that is a healthy expiration date because that was 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? That was 2 weeks ago. It's not something I really want to engage in with that muffin. But a little butter does make a muffin better, though. Let's go with that. I'm just saying now, a little butter makes muffins nice. You get that little butter and you put on some music.
Music to make love to.
And that is literally all you need in life. Okay, let's see how it's going to go with the buttery muffins and find out how that is going to be moving, so to speak. Well, that's sort of interesting. We do have the World, and we have the Knave of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Queen of Swords. There's a lot. So you don't look like the only buttery muffin in this scenario. I mean, I'm just saying now, you're not the only buttery muffin. So this is something that there could be, when you buy muffins. All right, hold on. Hey, I'll be right back. All right, when you buy muffins, they come in a 4-pack. You know what I mean? So you get a selection. So you can choose this muffin, or you may want to butter this muffin as well. There are multiple muffins to butter, and we seem to have a multiple buttery muffin scenario in this particular case. So one of the big buttery muffin things that we have going here is we have a lot of court cards, which says that there are multiple muffins to be buttered, and they could be interested in more than one person. We got a queen, we got another queen. and we have a knave. So there are multiple things moving around in this particular scenario. So, I mean, I'm just saying now, if there are muffins to be buttered, I think they may be interested in buttering more than one. So yeah, we have a variety of interests, and that's okay. You know, sometimes I'm interested in this muffin, sometimes I'm interested in this muffin as well. Sometimes I might want two muffins at once. You know what I mean? If you get the two muffins and just get those two muffins in your hand and they're buttered, you got to be careful because they can slip out of your hands. But you know, that's a thing to behold right there. But yeah, the world says that is that's something fun. That is something fun and entertaining. And you know, I highly encourage everybody to hold on. I highly encourage everybody to go ahead and just hold two buttery muffins in your hand like that. You just squeeze the two buttery muffins, and you will be content. Now I have butter or whatever that is on my hands. Well, there you go. All right. Let's see. Next reading. Let's see. Cheryl, do you see Jay and I in the future? I like him. Cheryl. Speaking of buttery muffins, Cheryl's got Jay and I. There we go. Is that going to be something that is going to be all right? Let's see about that. Now that we're done with the muffin stuff, the muffin tops. All right. Let's see. Let's try out the True Heart Intuitive Tarot for this particular one. By the way, in case you're wondering what that is this one, the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. This is really nice tarot deck. Unfortunately, the card stock is kind of thin, but you know, it's all right. It is going to be okay. I don't think that's going to be a bad thing. There we go. True Heart Intuitive Tarot. Everybody loves the book. Speaking of tarot decks, Navaya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Speaking of tarot decks, I've started a food tarot deck, and it will have muffins in it. Fear not. My food tarot will have muffins in it. Tomorrow, I'm making the tower card. If you're not on my Instagram, you're crazy because you're going to see all of my cards as I make them. Go to the Instagram. It'll be here. It's cycles, but it'll be here in a minute. You'll see it. Eric, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. So where are we going with Jay and I? Is this going to be a future? 9 of Dis, Devil, 4 of Dis, and Ace of Dis. It's more of a convenience relationship, something short term, something that's kind of interesting if you want to pursue it. Now, it seems that Jay has other interests in mind. I think that Jay has some other people they could be pursuing. Jay is not, I don't think, just completely alone at this point, but Jay does have some opportunities with that. Ace of Discs say that you could be going in from the ground floor. So if you want to start it, the stability is going to be you need to build the stability from scratch. They are sort of a slow burn, and when you get into a situation when you're talking to them and all of that, they're also kind of oblivious as well. The 4 of Discs, hanging on to what we have, you may need to flirt a little bit to get this person to where, if you do like them, to where they are interested in you and they sort of understand that you have that interest. The Devil says, again, that they have other interests going, they have other things happening, and it's sort of moving across. So if you want to, deal with that, you have some sort of a competition as well. 9 of Discs, again, so it talks about a slow relationship with a slow burn. Takes a while to get into. It takes a while to get moving. It takes a while to sort of drag them into the scenario that you want to drag them into. But there you go. It looks decent. I mean, it looks okay. It's not, again, something that has like this beautiful soulmate or marriage, wedding bells in the background or anything like that. But it is something sort of fun and interesting, and but something that you're definitely going to have to lean on as far as maybe a couple of extra flirts or something like that in order to sort of give them the general idea. And again, they do have other opportunities. All right. Karen has 2 questions. Apartment and H. What am I doing? I put ha. We'll do the double reading. Try that out. See how that's going to go. Am I going to get an apartment? And what is going to happen with all that stuff? For this, let us use the Dark Mansion. Ooh, I love the Dark Mansion. By the way, the new deck from Taroko Studio, these people, it shipped. They shipped it to me. Now, don't get excited. Calm down. It's going to take a month to get here, but still, I am going to check every freaking day for that thing. I wish they had expedited shipping. I really do wish they had expedited shipping. I would not mind paying 20 extra bucks or whatever to get it here quicker. Just saying. Taroko Studio, if you watch my videos, I have no idea why you would. But if you do, I'd love expedited shipping. I'm just saying. But they are far away. So that's how it goes. All right. Let's do H and yourself and see if you're going to get back together. Two of Cups, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Four of Pentacles. It says that you had a good thing. You did. You had your time. You had this beautiful, beautiful time with the Two of Cups where we met. We had the wonderful opportunities. We had this love that was going, and then not so much. And then the Empress. It just didn't work. It doesn't work out. And that's pretty much it. You got to let go. High Priestess reversed. Not good intuitively, not good as far as moving forward with that. This doesn't look very promising. The worst part is the Four of Pentacles. It'd be a situation if you did that would be really sort of challenged, and it would be super awkward to sort of pick up where we left off kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, the Four of Pentacles sort of ends on a poor note. It sort of says you had something nice. You had the Two of Cups, something nice. We had something good. Empress, we love the relationship. We're comfortable in that space. You got to let it go, basically is what it's saying. All right. Let's see about an apartment. Ooh, I love apartment shopping. I just don't like the little kid that was below me that banged on the wall until 3 a.m. Other than that, and there was only one apartment, you know? But you really can't do anything about a little kid banging on the wall, because if you get mad, they're gonna laugh. They're gonna laugh and keep doing it. Yeah, because I was a kid, and if you did that to me, I would laugh and I would keep doing it even worse. So I was kind of a butthole when I was a kid. I'll admit that. Finding an apartment. Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. I think so. I think that you're going to find an apartment, pretty soon as far as that goes. So next month on your own. I think you read this before, and I think you had some apartment opportunities, but you're having challenges getting it done. Next month is going to be a little better for that. The December time frame is when a lot of apartments are just vacant. Not a lot of people are moving. Sort of the summer is when most people move, and the winter is not when most people move, so you pretty much get a better selection anyway. Queen of Pentacles says that into the Seven of Pentacles. This is sort of an interesting combination. It means working for it, getting out there, searching for it, doing the legwork, doing the footwork that you need to do to get an apartment. Going there Friday night, making sure it's not a bunch of noise, making sure that you don't get an apartment next to the dumpster and you're downwind, etc. Seven of Pentacles says all the work that you do to get this done works out and pays off with the Queen of Pentacles. Find something steady, find something great. Would I love it to be the Hermit, which is my main moving card? Yes, but I'll take the Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Swords, it's all about communication. Make sure that you're in constant communication. Make sure the apartment's available. Make sure it's ready to show. When you show it, ask when is the date that I can do it. Make sure to get a clear and open communication line for the apartments that you're interested in. And the World reversed. Watch out for the trick. Watch out for the tricks. For the bad tricks that some of these apartment places do. Watch out for those, and I think you will be all right. Think that you will be all right. Speaking of tricks, we got a couple of new people. A couple of new people means we could do the money trick, and then we'll move on to Maddie. There we go. All right, the money trick says if I'm trying to get an apartment, all I have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is all I have. This is, I've messed that money trick up. I messed that money trick. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is all I have. I don't have any more money. I need to get an apartment. I need to not mess this trick up. All you do is snap like that, and then you have enough you got enough for a down payment, cheap apartment. Got enough for a little bit of a payment or something. Make sure there's no mold. That always sucks. All right. Maddie, what's in the cards for me and A? Got a lot of potential relationships going. Maddie's got some good stuff going there. A and I. What is going to be the good news for that? Let's see about that. We did the Heaven and Earth Tarot already. We can use the Gregory Scott, one of my favorites, the Gregory Scott, since we're not talking about muffins anymore. Now, there it is, the Gregory Scott. Witchery money trick, indeed. It is literal magic. All right, the Thoth deck. You want the Thoth deck? Well, we're going to use the Thoth deck, apparently. All right, let's try that out. Maddie likes the Thoth, I got to say. Maddie likes the Thoth. Ethel, I need to learn that trick. It is called Extreme Burn. Extreme Burn. If you're interested in the money trick, go look up Extreme Burn. There you go. All right. Let's see, by Richard Sanders. All right. Let's see what is going to happen here with you and A. Is this going to be something that uses some good possibilities? We got some interference already. We see that. We got some good communication. Is this an off and on thing? Is it an off and on thing? It really sort of feels like an off and on thing. We got interference really spoils the mood for this. Then we have this communication. Okay, there's something stopping you right now from A. So it seems that A has some blockages to get into A. Or it seems that A could be a little bit distant, or there's something there that's interfering. We have interference towards the communication, interference towards moving into this next thing, right? October, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. October sunrise for whispers healing with something, and health question. Do they have a specific health question? Are they in chat? I don't see them in chat. Let me know if it's a specific health question or they just want to do the health in general. Let me know. Anyway, but yeah, we have some interference getting into that communication. Could be off and on thing. You said it is an off and on thing, and I'm correct. Okay, cool. All right. Erica wants to know who's reading. Erica wants to know the cue. Hang on. Erica, we are here and you are here. So we got a little bit between you and there. All right. There we go. Leave that up for a minute and move on. It's okay. It's okay. Maddie, you got much better things coming. Bottom line. Okay, Maddie, you have a soulmate on the way. You have a soulmate on the way. I think February-ish, March-ish, pretty soon. All of this really doesn't matter. At the end of the day. You have this soulmate situation coming, an opportunity coming with a soulmate. I think it's a physical soulmate. But yeah, this is okay. I think you're going for whatever, I think that you're sort of reaching because you don't have this magical thing that happens, this magical, beautiful thing that happens. And you're sort of reaching at whatever is second best, and you feel like it's second best. You know what I mean? And you don't need that. You need muffins that are going to be, you need muffins that you can butter. I'm just saying, you need muffins that you can butter. And that's coming. That's coming next year. But this is okay. It's not substantive. But yeah, it is not substantive. So if you want to know if it's going to work out, if you want to know it's going to be, I think the person's playing a lot of games with you. I think they're going to continue. I think they know that at the end of the day, they're in a higher, they have a higher level of control over certain things. And they know that, and they're going to tweak that a little bit, and they're going to use that a little bit. At the end of the day, it feels like that you're going to be going just back and forth. So, but there you go. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's nothing terrible. It's nothing amazing anyway. I think you have amazing on the way. So I wouldn't really freak out or stress out too much about it. But if you want something in the meantime, there you go. You know, it's always nice to have somebody around type feel. All right. I'm on the right path. Well, there you go, Carol. Carol's got a good question there. I love those questions. The right path or not? Well, you definitely don't want the star reverse. You definitely don't want hangman. A lot of different things that we sort of don't want. We don't want to put the tarot tower on screen because I already got the Gregory Scott tarot. So there you go. Anyway, don't they make keto muffins? The problem with keto is you can get keto bread, but it is nasty. It is nasty. I'm sorry, but keto bread is a whole new level of disgusting. It's like if you want mashed potatoes on keto, they will grind up cauliflower and say it tastes like mashed potatoes. And then I was on keto for like most of my freaking life, but then they grind up the cauliflower and say it's mashed potatoes, and it doesn't take anything like mashed potatoes. Of course, you're on keto, so you can load it up with like 4 pounds of butter, but so whatever. But there is keto bread. There is that. If you like disgusting things, basically you could probably get the Little Prince box and just eat it. It tastes better than keto bread. So if you're interested in keto bread, I highly encourage you to get a tarot box and just pop the lid off and just start chewing on it. And that's pretty much what you're going to get. All right. The right path for my goals: the Empress, the Five of Swords, and the Devil, the Seven of Swords. You are on the right path for this particular set of goals. You are. The Seven of Swords says you have to be inventive to get there. So it's great. It's great path, but it's not a clear path. It's not something where it's just obvious and clear. I see the end of the path. I know I'm gonna have to walk straight. It's not one of those. You need to invent. You need to improvise. You need to be creative to get there. This is not a path where you're just going to, it's like an obstacle course. You need to be fit, inventive, and way to go. Seven of Swords says we're sneaking into it. In other words, we're being inventive as we go through it. The Empress, it's the right path. Yes, it is the right path. You are on that. You are sort of moving towards there. And I think you are going to get where you need to be. Now, are there some things that are going to be sort of hindering on the level once you get to those things? Yes. Five of Swords says, even though we're on the path, we fall down, we get up, we fall down, we get up. It's not something, again, this is the path that is. The problem is sometimes we get discouraged even when we're on the correct path. We start trying to reevaluate where we're at. A lot of times we don't have a lot of control on the pathway that we are going on. We feel like we are boxed in. We feel like we don't have the level of command control, like we don't have the Emperor. It's almost like an Emperor reverse, the Devil in this particular case. Again, we're sort of restricted in a lot of ways. This is a restricted field card. But the inventiveness will get us through there and get us to the end and around all the obstacles. Obstacle course is there for a reason. It means that we need to stretch ourselves. We need to go the extra mile in order to get that. And then when we get to the end, we are much better off than when we started, right? It's like when I was doing martial arts. We would, on the weekends, I would do rolls where we roll, you break fall rolls. I would do that for like 5 hours on Saturday and Sunday. And then I would do it like 1 or 2 hours every day in the week. And then when I went back to class, I was like better than everybody else just because I had over prepared for something that was menial, but it was a basic and it was all about getting the basics done. So the obstacle course is the same way. If you're over prepared, if you do the preparation, if you are inventive enough, you can get to the end, no problem. And at the end, because it was an obstacle course, you're over prepared for the end. So that is where you need to be, and that is where you're going. So it looks pretty good. All right. Navaya, what is coming for Tanya and I this month? We have a lot of people and I. Let's see about that. Navaya. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think so. I think I am. I know that that I say muffins correctly. Muffins. I mean, just muffin. That is all about that. All right. Let's see what we're doing. We can do the let's do the key. Let's do the Keymaster. I don't really have any graphics for the Keymaster, but that's okay. I'll just tell you it's the Keymaster, and you know that it's the Keymaster. Southern Soul. Good evening. Have a great one. It's good to see you again. All right. See what we're doing there. I know I pronounced muffins correctly. I'm pretty good with muffins. I gotta say, me and butter and muffins. It is all about that. All right, I pronounced it correctly. Cool. Okay, let's see about that. What is going to go for Tana and I? Tina? Tanya? Not really sure. But anyway, we'll see what's going on with that. Now, good news is we have the 3. The 3 is going to be pretty good with this particular matter. It is sort of a searching and seeking method. It's like that we're in a situation where we need to do some analysis. We need to figure out sort of where we're going to go from here. A lot of times we get stuck in a rut or in a pattern, and we need to sort of figure out where we're going from here. What's the next step? Where are we sort of going to be in 3 months, 6 months, a year? Is this going to be something that we are planned for? Is it going to be something that's going to be pretty stable for us, right? As well as we need to be cognizant of the movement that's happening, because there is sort of this almost a disruption, or there is sort of this pending move feel that's happening with this, and we need to sort of get on that, figure out where that's going, and figure out how to handle anything that's going to be come in as regard to that as well, right? We also have a bit of a it's either some sort of a money situation or something where we're concerned. There's this level of concern that sort of hangs in the air, and that needs to be taken care of. So it's not something where it's just a pure relationship. There's nothing else involved. It's free from this and that. We do have a couple of things in the air. One is, again, this moving or potential move that is going to happen. The other is going to be the sort of the financial situation, and sort of it's in flux as well. Overall, this looks, again, it looks like just make sure that anything financial is taken care of. Make sure that whatever is planned that is coming up is taken care of, and we don't neglect that too much and run into a situation where we're not prepared for everything that needs to be handled in that particular matter. So there you go. Sort of this month rounded up. I don't think this month is going to be anything major, anything substantial, but I think that you do have a couple of pending things that are going to sort of manifest either next month or January feel to it. But, overall, you'll be all right. It'll be all right month. All right. Speaking all right, Queen, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right. As we say in Texas, I appreciate you. Erica, I'm a Cancer. Guy's a Leo. We live together, works on the road. He has been very distant. I have this gut feeling he be cheating. He be cheating. We need to find out. All right, Erica, he be cheating. Let's see about that. This is now we know. Oh, by the way, tomorrow or the next day, I have the card combos course, the next one, which is going to be love. That's going to be my most watched one. The card combos love video is going to be the most watched one, and that's why I'm taking a lot of extra time. For that. But yeah. It used to be the elections ads were crazy. J Silk, you need an ad blocker. I don't see a single YouTube ad ever. You need one of those ad blockers. Those things work great. They got them for a phone. They got them for your tablet. They got them for the computer. They got them for everything. I love my ad blockers. I haven't seen a YouTube ad in a long time. Heard there were muffins. Keegan, indeed, there are muffins. We're giving out muffins today with extra butter. Okay, yeah, he be cheating. They talking to the ex. Are they doing any of that stuff? Let's see. I want one extra card for that. We need one additional card because I think something's coming up. All right, we'll pick this one here. And the 7 of Cups. Yeah. All All right. Entertainment purposes only, obviously. You know what I mean? Rachel, welcome. I didn't see you come in. Entertainment purposes only. Never take action on something a random dude on YouTube says. Speaking of YouTube with the ad blocker, you know what I mean? All right. He be cheating. 2 of Swords, 9 of Wands is sort of the interesting thing. 6 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Basically, yes. Basically, talking to the ex, yes. So again, entertainment purposes only. This is just it's just a tarot reading. Don't take it seriously. But yeah, the 2 of Swords is sort of an interesting one here. It says that I have something to hide a little bit. I have some things happening. I have some actions that are being taken over here that maybe I don't want everyone to know. The 6 of Cups is where the sisters are sharing the cup. They're exchanging the cup and all of that. And that is sort of, we're exchanging stuff with somebody that we used to know. We used to know, the 10 of Wands says that relationship with the ex, that ended really crappily. So it feels like that even if we are talking to the ex, it seems like a really stupid idea because that thing ended awful. So if we are talking to the ex, it's a little bit of a, a little bit of a thing there, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups says that we like other options. We like other availability and other options as far as that goes. Now, I don't see anything with actually cheating, though. There are specific cards that I look for cheating. By the way, watch my video tomorrow or the next day. You'll see these cards. I don't see any of those here. So if you're looking for actual cheating, I don't see it. But talking, you got the 6 of Cups. We're making that connection. The 10 of Wands, it's super inconvenient to do any of that stuff. But yeah, there you go. Again, entertainment purposes only, I'm a random dude on YouTube reading tarot. There you go. Let's see about that. October sunrise health question. Do we have any more information on the health question or not? I don't know. OS 33. Let's do general health. And there we go. We got muffins in. Chet is blowing up with the muffin action. If you missed the readings earlier, we had buttered muffins on the channel. We had buttered muffins. You got to get the muffins and you just got to squeeze them like that after you get the butter on them. And then your hands will get all buttery, but buttery hands is where it's at. Buttery hands is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? You got that. You got to just get it in there. Get it all in there. Okay. Let's say, and when you see muffins, hooray! It's a good time. So we're doing general health as always, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. If you are sick, you need to go see a doctor. A doctor has spent 10 years in freaking school and they know everything. So you need to go see one of those. Not a random dude on tarot reader on YouTube. There we go. So let's see about the doctor action or the health action. See how that's going to go. 10 of Cups looks pretty good. Right by the 10 of Swords. So basically, we have a problem that feels like it's going to go away. We do have that. We feels like it's going to go away, and there we go. All right, Erica, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. It just feels like we're going to go away. It's just going to go away. The 10 of Swords says we have a termination of the issue. Now, that's not good, picture when you're asking about health, but I'm just saying that this is the 10 of Swords. It has a cutting action. It's a termination action. So whatever it is just goes away. We have that, whatever it is just goes away. And that's going to be good news. Again, not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. We're doing a general reading. This is not medical advice. This is a general reading. 10 of Swords says whatever the general reading thing you're looking for, it seems that it has a cutting action with it. And on the other side of that, we have a better tomorrow. So we do have a good news feel in that as well. 5 of Pentacles does say it gets worse before it gets better almost. It feels like you just sort of hit that fever point or whatever, where your fever breaks and whatnot. So you got that feeling as it goes from there, right? Now, the King of Pentacles it does say this is something that needs treatment. This is something that needs to be actively watched. It's something that needs to be monitored. So there you go. That's what we got. That is what we got as far as a combination of unknown question. Unknown question. J Silk, there are a lot of ad blockers. If you are on using Chrome, it's called Ad Block Plus. You'll know it because it has 10 billion users. So it's called Ad Block Plus, and it makes YouTube ads go away. You will never see another one as long as you got that thing in there. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I don't know how they do it. I think what happens is they skip. This is another thing you can do. They skip 5 seconds into the video. If you do that, in other words, you don't start the video from the beginning. If you skip 5 seconds in, it will avoid the initial ad. That doesn't take care of the rest of the ads, but an ad blocker will take care of all of them. Anyway, all right. And there's ones for your phone too. Obviously, be careful of anything you download. Queen Emma, General Love. Let's see how that is going to go. All right, this is our last question of the night, by the way, and then I'm going to go enjoy a muffin. No, actually, I'm going to have a banana. But yeah, the muffin's the morning. That's the only time I eat a muffin is the morning. And I butter that thing up good, too. I'm just saying. I think I'm done with this tarot. I think I'm done with the stinky tarot. I'm just right now. I think I'm just done with the stinky tarot. Oh, man, that sucks. I guess I'll give it away. I can't stand it anymore. The readings are so terrible. The readings on my stinky tarot are just awful. It's like I feel bad too. People pay money and I pull out the stinky tarot and it gives me the worst readings I've ever had in my life. I don't like it. I don't like it. I shouldn't have bought it. I guess I'll give it away. It sucks. It was a good tarot, but the readings are bad. That's a very subjective thing, though, you know? That's like how much butter you want on your muffin. But, you know, there you go. J Silk 87 got hosted. All right. It's his last reading. J Silk, you're in the queue there. Let me know what your question is. J Silk, I have no idea what your question is. Let me know what it is, and we'll get you in here next. All right. So, general love for the month. How's that going to go? 10 of Cups, King of Wands, Star, the Fool. We got a lot of action coming in. I'm not sure if you're in a relationship or not. The Fool is sort of different based upon if you are or not as far as that goes. The Fool says that we are in for a bit of action. We're in for a little bit of adventure. It almost feels like it feels like a Taurus feel for that because we have the star next to it. We have a lot of hopes as far as things go. We have sort of a lot of trying to get moving, trying to get some things done as far as that. But the Fool says you have an adventure coming, definitely, with a Taurus, all right? The Star says it does feel a lot like a mate. It feels like a lot like a twin flame or so. I think that burns out really fast. Very, very quickly that burns out. So don't be confused with the Star. Don't feel like that you need to have a bunch of expectations for it. It feels really good, no pun intended. You do have just with that feel to where you're just like, you know, really having fun with it. It feels really good, but you get burned out super, super fast. The 10 of Cups just has that moment in the limelight where you really do feel like something amazing could happen, but it just doesn't. It just doesn't. So, yeah, it is a great thing. It's a fun time, something to dive into, have fun with, get an adventure in there. King of Wands says, ultimately, at the end of the day, this is not for you. It's a bit too much Taurus. They feel a bit like, you know, they need to just sort of chill out, or they feel like a little bit of like they're too peculiar about stuff. Almost has a Virgo feel to it. But yeah, there you go. I would look for that. Yes, December-ish. Definitely not somebody you want to dedicate like a ton of time to. All right. And J Silk 87 had a question. I have no idea what it is. Do you have two questions now? Yes. J Silk is having questions about my questions. Let me scroll up. See if I can score J Silk's original question. become frustrating, don't even let you click off some of them. Okay, we're talking about ads. J Silk is talking about getting ads eliminated. It just gets better and better when it comes to the ads. I got that part. Still looking. See if J Silk had a question way earlier. I don't see it. How y'all get those little faces? J Silk, I have no idea what your question is. You want to let me know? There's that. I guess we have the Jeopardy theme. We could have the Jeopardy theme. I don't have the Jeopardy theme. There will be some copyright issues with that. Anyway, yeah, we're sitting here sort of waiting for J Silk's question. I already did the magic trick. So I guess I could do another magic trick. We could do the I don't know. I don't know. I guess we could do the Rubik's Cube, but that's on another, it's in another room. You know, I moved rooms. So, you know, there it is. All right, there we go. Does Leo think I am ignoring them? JS. Low. What is that? Leo and ignoring. Do they think we are ignoring them? For this one, let's go with this tarot. Let's go with a Eugene Smith tarot. That is what it is. That is what happens with that. Do they think that you're ignoring them or not? That would be sort of a reverse swords scenario. If they're ignoring them, there could be a hanged man. They have this distorted view of that. It could be a cutoff of communications entirely. Could be the tower. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The tower sort of indicates that, yeah, they do think that you're ignoring them. They do think that you could behave a little bit better as far as that goes. And you will notice that you have the Hermit. They do feel a little alone. They feel like you left them in a position where they do feel alone. They don't want to feel alone, but they feel like they just sort of got in that position. The King of Cups, it feels like that we are a little bit disconnected. We're not on the same page. A little Mercury retrograde feel with that as well. King of Cups being reversed definitely says we're on a different page emotionally and whatnot. The Tower, they really think that you need to straighten up. You know, even if you're not ignoring them, they think you need to straighten up. And the Six of Wands, it'll be okay at the end. I think it's just a matter of, again, the crossed lines. The positive is hooked up to the negative line in the house or something, and just a little crossed with that. Six of Wands says the end of the day, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. It's just a matter of getting a little more communication, getting everything a little more clear, and just sort of being a little more open and to the point, and just sort of go directly to the point. That would help out. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate everybody being here. I will see you tomorrow night.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed.